we have this big set of rapids behind me here, and then behind me going along the way there's a lot more rapids here. So what we had to do is line the rapid like right at the end of the river there, and then we had to portage our canoes and stuff to where our canoe is there. We're going to be shooting down the left channel there where everyone else has been going, and then we'll just eddy out where the rest of the group is there.
Tell me about the portage. Was there a lot of gear to haul?
There was quite a bit. Gear for 17 people, food for 17 people, so it takes a lot, but enough hands, we do it pretty fast there.
Okay folks, good work on today. Nice day. We traveled about 16 kilometers. We were on the water for about 8 hours. We did a portage, we lined a bunch, we ran a bunch. Solid day. If we hadn't got, like our start this morning, working efficiently, we would not have gotten nearly as far if we had not done that. So that's the only reason why we got through all the canyons. So everyone worked hard, like this morning in the weather. So it presented a bit of a challenge, but everyone stuck with it. So good job. Everyone had a great day. And the fact that we're here laughing a lot at the end of a big day like this speaks a lot about, your folks' character, and it speaks a lot for a specific leadership skill that you guys are already displaying. And that skill is tolerance for adversity and uncertainty. Okay, so today we had a lot of them. It's a pretty crucial skill. You guys can imagine, like, say if you're leading a group down this river, and like when is the rainy moments earlier in the day, like what would have happened if like everyone start freaking out? Really showing your tolerance for adversity, whether it is the weather and going through the rapids and the portage, and uncertainty of like, hey, like, where are we going to make it today? Is it going to be still raining? What are we going to be camping on? What are we going to be able to do in this next rapid? Am I going to be swimming in this next rapid? It's a huge skill, and like at Knowles here, we talk about 7 different leadership skills, and we're going to be talking about them throughout the days here. But that's a pretty crucial one, and it's one that you really displayed well.
We're gonna put the fire on top of the frying pan here with a lid on it to sort of make a top heat and bottom heat. So it's actually like an oven, and we're gonna brown the cheese on top of our hash brown casserole, just to add texture and more flavor, because that's how it is out here in the Horton River.
That's really going.
Pretty good.
Nice one.
That's
good slow enough. I pumped it a bit.
Once.
Twice.
Oh.
Ooh,
there you go.
Oh, that looks nice.
Oh yeah, just throw like lots on, because it's all gonna turn into coals in a while. I think we're good. Unveil this hash brown casserole.
So it's done?
Yes, it's hopefully done. Let's check it out.
Dump the ashes down.
Oh my god.
Oh gosh.
That looks so good. I can smell it. Can you smell it?
Holy
That
man.
smells really good.
So what's in there altogether?
We got diced potatoes, we got onions, garlic. We made a white sauce with milk, butter, some flour, and we let that thicken up. Then we threw in pepper, salt, and a little bit of garlic salt just to add a little bit more flavor. Then we threw that in with the potatoes, garlic, and the onions.
Along with the cheese.
And then there's cheese. Threw it on the oven, sprinkled mozzarella on top, and let that bake for the past maybe half hour.
Yeah.
Then when you seen that little fire that we built, that was just to make the cheese a little bit crispy. And here it is.
How much do you sell it for?
How much do I sell it for in my restaurant? I'd say maybe
$5. Oh,
yeah, 20 bucks for a whole meal with this.
Don't try some Shannon.
This is like the beans, like you want to have it every night.
It's good.
And anything.
Some what?
Where are you boys off to?
Go anak. Jesus is anak or
How do you like your trip so far?
It's awesome.
How about you, Paulie?
It's pretty good, man.
What did you don't like about this trip?
No meat.
How about
The bathrooms.
I love the bathroom. What you're doing?
you? Recording.
Why?
Is it recording like now?
Yeah.
What?
Holy how?
Did he let you?
Yeah.
Awesome.
So what is you guys' favorite thing about the trip so far?
Sleeping, enjoying
These
the
eagles.
scenery.
So what is your least favorite?
Least favorite is the bungee. Stand up.
Wet feet all day. Wet feet all day.
I don't mind, I'm used to it now. Paddling. I love paddling.
What about you?
Recording with a $6,000 camera.
Oh.
So I'm gonna go see them other guys. Ask them.
Bye. Hey, Humanatka, does it show?
Nope.
Really?
So I'm just gonna go see
What,
the
a
other guys.
$6,000 camera with no time?
Yeah. So I'm gonna go see the other guys later.
Alright.
Have fun. Peace out.
This group is doing really great. They've worked really hard to get through a difficult technical Whitewater Canyon section, and they're starting to really form together as a group and form some common bonds, and they're really starting to get a grasp of the things they need to do, and you know, every day we're getting better and better.
When you guys are leaders on a trip like this that is so technical right at the beginning, does that make you a bit anxious with like a fresh group, and all of a sudden you've got this whitewater to deal with in the first couple of days?
Yeah, we talked about that last night a little bit, how, I mean, really they virtually had zero instruction before getting onto the river, so it's a little bit more stressful, I think, for us, kind of just coaching them through a section like this. But in a way, them not knowing what they're up against makes it a bit easier, because they're just willing to do, like, okay, stay left, instead of the more you know, the more you maybe they would get anxious and not be able to perform as well.
So beginning fairly soon, pretty soon actually, they're going to start taking on the leadership roles. So they'll be the active leaders during the day, deciding when we go to camp, where we camp, when we stop for breaks, you know, making sure the group doesn't get spread out, making sure everyone's having a great time and making adjustments accordingly. So they're going to be taking more and more of that role on, as well as even us trying to get them to teach some lessons. They have a lot of things that they bring to the table, and they have a lot of knowledge, and we'd love to tap into that, both, you know, just for my personal curiosity, as well as them being able to share things with the group, and us being able to share a little bit more leadership skills and advanced leadership skills that they can practice.
So Noel, when you're out here, what are some of the responsibilities that a leader takes on when it's your turn to lead?
Some of the responsibilities is to get everyone up. You guys, can you get up? Palu? Manuk? Guys?
Yeah.
Yep. Ladies, can you get up, ladies? Haley, Martha, Hope. Time to get up. Manuk.
Huh?
Can you get up?
Yeah.
You want to wake up the other guys there?
Yep.
Thank you.
Yep.
Try and get them moving, and then throughout the morning, try and get their system done as quick as we can, and then just ski on the river. Then while we're on the river, just making sure everyone's okay, And then at the end of the day, just trying to find camp, find the best place for the kitchens, the tents, and then just for bathroom areas as well. So.
Will you spend a bit of time with the map this morning during breakfast?
Well, I was looking at it last night, and if we have to go through with the group, it's not much of a problem for me. So.
How many kilometers do you think we might go today?
We'll try to hit between 20 and 30, maybe 35 kilometers today.
How do you think the group's doing so far? It's the morning of day 6.
They're doing pretty well. Yesterday morning was kind of slower than the past few days, but we'll see how it is this morning. Everyone's attention. It's about 5 minutes to 9, and I was thinking that we could probably get ready and on the water by 9:30. Does that sound reasonable for everyone?
Yes.
Yeah?
It does. Yep.
Cool.
Sometimes you're going to make a decision where, you know, it's just the leaders, you two are talking, or Noel's going to make a decision here where it's just him, he tells the group what to do. That's what's called a directive. Okay, so that's like the leader telling us what to do. Other times, Noel just may delegate things to the group. Maybe we want a break. It's been a little while since we stretched our legs, so Noel might say like, oh, how's everyone doing? Does everyone want to go in and stretch our legs? Sometimes he doesn't have to necessarily do what everyone's saying, but he's going to gather some input from the group and see what people are feeling. And then the last way is just when you're, it's what's called a consensus, so it's getting everyone to agree. So he's kind of taking away some of his power as leader of the day because he's not making the decision, he's giving it to the group to make the decision. So he's saying, okay, this is what the campsite looks at. What do we feel like we want to do? And that's where everyone has a chance to say how they're feeling, and we're going to all agree before we do it. As we travel down today, pay attention to Noel and see how he makes some decisions, and notice when he gives things to the group and when he uses a consensus style and when he uses a directive style. You know, he's going to use so many today that's going to kind of blur into one, and even as you folks are traveling to get here, you've made a lot of decisions and you've probably used almost all those styles without even thinking about it. But when you're a leader of the day, we really want you folks to think about that and really intentionally use a decision-making style. So when you go home, you have some experience, and that's what this course is all about.
We're hopefully going to try to get this spot, which is about maybe 27 to 30 kilometers. Might be a longer day, but we are getting on the river a little earlier than yesterday, so we should be able to cover quite a bit of ground today. That sound good?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. All right, let's get on the boat, get on the river, and start paddling.
Dalek, Maluk, Bingon, Geek.
We see a G. I'll let you know.
My hair just hurts to put forward now.
Let's make bread. I want like a loaf of bread.
So Noel, when you're leading and you're looking for a good campsite, what are the things you're looking for?
Looking for good cooking sets, just trying to find flat ground, and also for tent sites as well. So it's nice and flat here for kitchens. On the other side of the bushes there's rocks and also sand for setting up tents wherever you want. And I think that this place is really good for camping.
Awesome!
Sound good?
Yeah?
We're here. And we're at the end of the gravel bar now. Where this little X is where our camp is. Where we're going to get picked up by the airplane is up here. So we have to go a little further, but every day we go a little bit and we'll eventually get there. And we get picked up on the 30th. And I'll do 1, 2, 7, 8, 9, 40. So we'll say 140, and then because there's more wiggles in the river and we go from side to side, we'll add 10. Let's just say that it's 150 kilometers to here. So if we want to do 150 kilometers in 6 days, who can do the math?
25.
So we need to average 25 kilometers per day.
Hey, so you guys are leading today?
Yes, we are.
How do you think it's going to go today?
I think it's gonna go well if the weather is okay.
Weather's fine.
How far do you guys want to try and get today?
About 26 kilometers. Hope, is this your bug jacket?
Someone's missing one. Size large.
How's your guys' morning so far?
Awesome.
How was breakfast? Are you guys full?
Good. It's only 9:22.
Is that good?
We're early.
We're early.
We planned on leaving at 10 and we're what?
Half an
40
hour.
minutes early.
So I can go back to sleep?
We are right here where this X is.
We're going to the other X. So right there.
And we plan on going to there, and that's 26 kilometers.
About 26 kilometers.
Yeah, about 26 kilometers.
We're gonna travel for about 6.5 hours.
I only want to take breaks where there aren't bugs.
There's gonna be bugs.
Underwater.
Are you gonna play a game?
Yeah.
Look down. Look up. Ah! Look up. Ah! Look up. Ah!
If you scream if you don't look at anybody, you're out.
Okay, so just to review, there's 4 leadership roles.
Self-leadership.
Self-leadership, good.
Peer.
Peer leadership, good. Designated leader, great.
Active followership.
Active followership, excellent. There are many characteristics and qualities that make an effective leader. Knowles has pinpointed 7 skills that every effective leader should possess. And so Jeff talked about 2 of them, judgment and decision making. And so that just comes with time and with practice and with experience. The other one, I think it was when we had sort of the bad weather day, when people were cold, and it was tolerance for adversity and uncertainty. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
So if you were the leader and it was bad weather and you were like, oh, this sucks, man, this weather's really getting me down, then how do you think your group would respond?
Same way.
Yeah, they would probably respond in exactly the same way. So it's important for the leader to remain optimistic and just kind of roll with the punches, right? Because you never know what you're going to get. So 2 more we're going to talk about. One is called expedition behavior.
How we travel.
How you travel as a group. Yep. How you behave within your group. And what do you mean by that?
How we behave to each
Like
other.
if you're like,
Right. So how you treat each other, you know, so if you treat each other respectfully and with dignity, then that is good expedition behavior. What do you think else might entail good expedition behavior?
Encouraging.
Exactly. So if you're encouraging and you're supportive and you have a positive attitude, then that's something that a leader should have, right? Definitely. One other thing is, as Mark put it, he said, if you think you're giving 110%, then you're probably doing enough. So to say that in a different way is to just to do your share of the work and to help others, but not to always do their work. And then the last one we're going to talk about right now is competence.
Confident?
Okay, confident in what sort of things?
Speaking. Map reading.
Yeah.
Yeah, map reading is a skill, yep.
Planning and stuff.
Planning and organizing. So making decisions, right? That's a big one, is making decisions.
And how do you get good at all this stuff?
Practice.
Bingo. Leaders are always practicing so that they get better at the skills that they have. So.
And that comes with the competence, is always trying to improve. Even if you're already competent, you can become more competent at those things, because everyone has areas of strength naturally and areas of weaknesses naturally. So you just have to work a bit harder at those. And then one other big thing is being able to take care of yourself. And then what happens if we're the leader is all ready to go, they're packed up, and then someone is really stressing out because they're behind that day? What could the leader do?
Help.
They could help. So if you take care of yourself and all of your basic needs are met, then you are in a better position to be able to help others. That's all I have for our nugget. So
That was a good nugget.
does anyone have any questions or anything to add?
I got it.
Okay.